Friends and gamers, we start from the what is this even called? The login screen? The Astral Express screen? I don't even know. We start from the login screen today because we have a collab character kit review to do, and we're forced to claim them, so click to start. Like I said, hello friends and gamers. We are doing the kit review for Archer first. I have wanted to try this where I split the character kit reviews when we do them. And because this is like a weird halfway through the halfway patch, like one half of the patch, kit drop, character drop thing, we're going to do the kit review for Archer in this video. Take a look at everything. Oh, I could have logged in without actually claiming it. Oh, nope. No, I could not. Okay, well, everyone ignore the fact that we only have music in one ear because I was doing off-camera event shenanigans. There it goes, that stereo sound. All right, well, we're gonna take a look at Archer first. I wanted to try splitting up the patch videos with the character videos and all of that, so I felt this was a really good opportunity to try that out because it's like halfway through. It's a weird situation. So we're only going to be taking a look at Archer. This video is not gonna be as long as like a full patch video, obviously from the start, but like because we're only doing one character of the two, it's gonna be, I wanna try this out and we'll see how this goes. But Archer, Quantum Hunt, free character. I think for the next 2 or 3 patches, you can claim him. We'll see the specifics maybe later on if I remember to go through that because this is a whole new thing. But you literally cannot not claim Archer. If I was to log out right now, he would just immediately be in my account when I log back in. So you cannot not claim the collab character because I know there was a lot of people who were like, I don't like this collaboration. I'm just not gonna claim it. Similarly to how when Genshin had the who's it, Horizon collab with Aloy? People just didn't claim Aloy and never claimed Aloy. So we have the first character of our Fate Stay Night collaboration, Archer. I've heard really good things about him, surprisingly. Better things than Saber, but we'll get to Saber in a second. Anyways, the Fate contract. What binds you together isn't summoning spells or relics. My box is covering it, but I'm too lazy to move. But a bond that transcends casualty? Sure, fine. The servant Archer has come forth into this world to fight alongside you. I don't know anything about Fate Stay Night, all right? I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch it or like play the game or something before getting into this, and I never did. I've been on an audiobook kick recently, so I'm very behind on all my anime. Anyways, we're gonna claim Archer and get the materials to build him to 60, which if they do other collabs, which we'll get to that with the Saber video, the possibility of other collab characters. If they do other ones, and I hope that this is a commonplace, letting us have the materials to build him to 60. But there's Archer. Yeah, cool. The Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail collaboration event is also now live. We will not be doing that today, though. I do plan on doing the event, though, so we can be an informed hater about it. Let's just get away from that really quickly. You know, let's just go on the Express. Let's just go on the Express. It's more calm there, and I don't need to have any sort of special, like, pull things going on. How do I get to the... Can I be so real and saying I don't remember how to... Oh, okay. I was like, because I early accessed an event. Actually, we're going to teleport to the Forgotten Hall because I think if I go in the main center of the Express, it's going to proc an event. Hi, Jinyuan. We're going to go stand next to Jinyuan because I said so. Okay, we're finally... Let me just do my assignments really quickly because I haven't logged in for a couple of days because I was like, I have to do the kit reviews, and I knew Archer was gonna like jump scare me as soon as I entered the game. So if we go here, we do have all the way. I am gonna build my Archer, by the way. I'm not like gonna be petty about it. All right. I've heard good things about Archer. Quantum the Hunt is like a bit like I don't use my Sela. So Archer, there he is. Wow. Don't look at my build guide pin character either because it's like don't look at it. So if we go to level up, then we should just be able to automatically level everything. I do have some mats on my account already, so we might be able to go all the way to 80, which would be kind of nice. Do that material synthesis. What are we at, 40? Well, we're already struggling a little bit then. Because at this point, I don't know if it's just materials I had or I was like, oh, well, look, it cut me off because we're at 60. So we did that. You do get 2 free normal Star Rail passes from that, I guess. So here's the Fate event stuff. I need to do 139 more warps to get the special light cone, which we haven't gotten there yet, but we do have our character trials along with heroic spirits. So we'll do those in a second. I didn't say that right either. I don't know what it wants from me in Origami Bird Clash, by the way, because I finished the event, but it doesn't think I finished the event. I don't know what's going on there. So warps. We have Saber here. You can also actually pull for Archer, as well as their light cones are entirely separate. It does have the no English voiceovers notice as well. So this is only something that's going to be an issue in this patch. Very weird on the timing. So right now we're at 3.4, but if you read this, it says collaboration character English voiceover special note. The collaboration characters have no English voiceovers. You may switch to another voiceover language if preferred. So if you play it with the English voiceover, it will just be silent. And that's how, because I plan on doing the event, I want to take a look at it and see if it's permanent content. first. But with the event in this patch, it will just be silent when they start talking. And I don't think that's a strike thing. I guess they just never plan to have English voiceover at all. But I don't know where I read it. It is in game somewhere, like in like patch notes or something. With 3.5, it will just automatically be in Japanese. There won't be silent. They're just going to use the Japanese VA for Saber and Archer. I don't know why that's not an option in 3.4. Because this is the patch they're in. I don't know why they didn't do that for 3.4. It's really weird, quite frankly. I don't know who set all of this up, but like I'm still on I still haven't gotten Fine on. All right, that's why I've been doing events from the backlog, like off camera. I'm really desperate. Okay, so we probably won't be pulling for the fake characters. Just putting that out there. Available long term. Wait, what do you mean available long term? Is there no end date? I'm confused now. Okay. We'll get to the banners in a second and when they end. We just need to do that kit trial review thing for Archer for this video. I'm so confused. It would probably make more sense if we combined them. I do want to try doing them separately though. Let me sip my coffee and decide. We're doing them separately. Okay, so we'll take a look at all the stuff in this video, but character trials. There's no end date here either. That's so bizarre. Okay, so we're gonna do Archer this time. Quantum Hunt, start trial. Let's just see how his kit works. Also, yes, I know there was stuff I should react to for these characters, but I was late and don't feel like it. So, Archer, Quantum Hunt. Skill can be cast repeatedly. The more it is used, the higher the damage. Okay. Also triggers a follow-up attack. That's something that you see with a lot of Hunt characters. When allies attack and restores skill points. So if we look at the team here, we have Sparkle, who skill point central. We have Cypher, and we have Gallagher as our healer. Okay, there he is. I'm realizing he's not gonna talk. Oh my god, yeah, hold on. I'll change my voice language so we have something going on here. I was like, he's just straight up not talking. I'm gonna have to download a voice pack, aren't I? I didn't think about that. I don't think I have another language already downloaded for this game. Yep, I'm gonna have to, okay, what's the smallest one? We'll just go with Japanese, confirm. Now we have to wait. There's also a thing. Downloading a voice pack takes forever. You wouldn't think it would take that long, but it does. The things I do for this game. All right, I'm gonna BRB. Okay, it actually didn't take as long as I thought, so we now have Japanese voiceover. We're just gonna use it for the trials real quick, but let's restart Archer's trial now. We already went over this part. Okay, so now he should talk. Will he talk? Say something. I don't know what you sound like. Who gave him the baseball bat? Ooh, he's pretty. Who gave him the baseball bat though? What's his other idol? Hello, what's your other idol, sir? I would like to know. It looks like he should be saying things, but he's not. Does this make sense? And I switched my voiceover. Okay. See, he has a different weapon. He's dual wielding. I love that. Oh, the curtains. I was like, wait, what's happening? So, whoa. Wait, so you can't aim it. Darn it. I was like, he has a bow. Can I aim the bow? No. That's unfortunate. So at the very least, I can stand back here. Actually, let me take those. At the very least, I can stand back here. You have to get really close and do that. Yeah, you gotta get really close for a bow and arrow. Weird. All right, Archer. Let's take a look at this kit. So, like I said, Quantum Hunt. Let me move the box. Almost forgot to do that. That would have been unfortunate. Is he like weirdly low? Like his art is like weirdly low on the screen. Like I don't know why they placed it there. Okay, anyways, basic attack. Kancho Bakuya. I don't know what those are references to because I did not do my homework. But this obviously deals minor quantum damage to one designated enemy. The use for a star L basic attack. Nothing crazy there. His skill is called Kalidbog the second. Fake Spiral Sword. Enters the circuit connection state and deals massive quantum damage to one designated enemy. During the circuit connection state, the current turn does not end after using his skill, and the damage dealt by Archer's skill increases. When skill points are insufficient to use skill again, exits the circuit connection state. So he kind of like, I'm thinking about this how in Bybit or Lune uses all your skill points to like do more damage. He just uses all your skill points to do more damage, but like singularly. So he just keeps going until he decides he's done, which is when you run out of skill points. So I do see where having Sparkle would be very, very useful because she's the skill point person. His ultimate then is called Unlimited Blade Works. Wow, they said the thing. This deals massive quantum damage to one designated enemy and gains charge. He's a Hunt character. His ult is going to be single target. That's pretty standard. Most of his attacks will be single target in one way or another. I'm assuming his skill could probably target on different opponents, obviously, if they die out. So that's probably the only one that's not, it's technically single target, but like if you get lucky. But yeah, one target damage, but they said the thing. His talent is called Mind's Eye True. Don't know why the True, that's probably an anime reference. Anyways, after a teammate uses an attack, Archer consumes one charge and launches a follow-up attack on the primary target. So After somebody attacks, he can just go again. What? I see, you know, I see why people are saying he's the better of the two collab characters. I'm seeing it. I see the vision. Dealing quantum damage and recovering 1 skill point. Yeah, okay. So his technique that we just saw over on the overworld is clairvoyance. Immediately attacks enemies, and after entering combat, deals quantum damage to all enemies. So that's the, oh, I lied. That one does multi-target and gains charge. So if we close this out, he's immediately, oh, no, Cypher's immediately gonna hit, and there's his hit. Okay, hold on, hold on. It's auto-clearing, hold on. That's not what I wanted. Okay, we're back in it. Let's support, let's just, we're trying to trial Archer here, right? Okay, there he goes. So I would like to see his skill in action, because already it's gonna take out 2 of my skill points here. So we'll do that. And does he actually keep going? Oh, you can like hit, there's an end button. Okay, so yeah, you can technically keep going until you run out, but it does take up 2 skill points to do that. So then we do that one. And you can only do his skill. You can't do his normal attack. Okay, so we can auto through that. Oh, his ult's ready, his ult's ready. Okay, so this is going to be his ult. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because I know the meme. So as soon as he started saying the line, I was like, oh my god, he actually does it. It's a long line. It's a long line. I know some of the memes, and even though I haven't watched it, his fate is kind of like iconic, but I didn't think he was gonna say the whole thing. Okay, well, you do your ult, sir. He said the thing! He said the thing! His ult is pretty cool. 222,000 damage on that. All right. I guess we'll do single target. I'm saving. Oh, and he goes again. Yeah. Cypher also has like a follow-up. So like, this is just like it's mostly quantum. Do we have a quantum healer? Because Bailu is electric. So I don't think we have a quantum healer. Oh, Lynx. Why did they put Lynx on this team? I don't know. All right, support that. Oh, but I used my skill points. So I guess you really don't want to use your skills on any other character except Archer with team comp. Okay, I kind of see it. I want to see what a single target does though. And you can't keep going with that one. So interesting. Okay. I guess you'd want to use, yeah, you wouldn't want to use those skill points. Yeah. Because you want to charge them up for Archer specifically. Yeah. But then how do you, I guess you can heal with Gallagher's ult. So we'll really quickly proc that. I hit auto clear. I turned it on, so I probably shouldn't have done that. There we go. Turn that back off. Okay, cool. But it doesn't really heal, I guess, because it's not, okay, he does. You just have to use his ult. So you really want a healer that heals basically mostly off their ult. I think Volchok could probably work too. I think most of his healing is done off his ult, so I think. So I want to use his skill, but I want to put it on ult, like auto clear this time. It's gonna do a little bit of this first though, which is probably actually necessary because it's gonna give me more skill points. So, and then he keeps going. Yeah, he keeps going. All right. He keeps going. Battle over. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, sir. Let's take a look at your Eidolons really quickly. So this is now the pay to play section of the video. I can't even say if I recommend, because usually what I'll do with a character kit, it's pay to play because if you want more these levels here, you got to do multiple pulls. Here's the deal. This is a collaboration character. We don't know when they're going away, and we also don't know if there will be some sort of rerun. We don't know, because I say that because obviously with Aloy and Genshin Impact, I'm talking about HoYo collabs. With Aloy and Genshin Impact, we never had constellations on her at all. It was never an option, and she never got more copies, nothing. That was it. However, if we look at the collaboration characters in Honkai Impact 3rd, they've done 2 different ways with this. So the Evangelion collaboration characters, they have never gotten reruns. They've never rerun the event, much to a lot of players' dissatisfaction, because a lot of people really want to play that Evangelion event, myself included. But obviously, if it's a collaboration with another IP, if they lose the IP, they can't rerun it. So that's a whole thing. But the HoYo collab characters in Honkai Impact 3rd, i.e. Sparkle and Fischl, have been rerun. Sparkle's been rerun because she is a S rank in that game, but Fischl is an A rank, and she is like, you can get her for free on the returnee like character claim thing. She's like everywhere. And obviously HoYoverse owns those characters, so they can do whatever they want with them. I'm assuming in the year this is going to be more like the Aloy and Evangelion situations where we're never going to get any sort of reruns. So with that being the case, usually with a character kit, I don't recommend, especially with Star Rail, because the meta in this game is unforgiving. Power creep is insane. But usually what I would recommend then is taking, like, at most getting like to E2, and if you want to max them out when they get a rerun, you're still using them pretty actively. That's when you max them out, if you want to max out the character's Eidolons. However, they're not, I really doubt Archer's getting a rerun. So I don't know what we do with that, quite frankly. Like, I don't know. So I guess we'll see, like, is it worth it to even pull the Eidolons? Because here's the deal. The meta, like I said, is unforgiving. Any character that we're looking at right now, there's a very small chance, especially a DPS, there's a very small chance that they will still be a viable unit if you're doing this from a meta perspective a couple of weeks down the road even. Supports are a little bit of a different story, but DPSs go in and out like it's nothing. So I right off the bat, I don't think I recommend getting any Eidolons whatsoever, especially because this is a collaboration character. When the collab is over, we may never see them on a meta team ever again. So everything we just went over in the trial stage was E0, no Eidolons, 1 copy of the character. From there, it does go up, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it. So let's see, because there's also a couple ways the Eidolons, how they're set up, could go. So we'll see. So number 1 is the Unreached Dream. And this is 2 copies of Archer. Remember, spend responsibly. Anyways, this is 2 copies of Archer. After using his skill 3 times within 1 turn, he recovers 2 skill points for allies. I do think it does say for allies, which concerns me a little bit. Also, I need to move my box again. Forgot to do that. Okay, yeah. Unreached Dream. After using skill 3 times within 1 turn, recovers 2 skill points for allies. I think that's really good, but it does say for allies, so I guess you recover the 2 skill points, but he can't use them, I guess. So also, if you were running a team that only had 5 skill points, like you didn't have Sparkle, you'd be able to use his skill twice, and then you wouldn't have enough skill points to do it again because you'd only have 1. So then you would regain 2 skill points that your allies can use, but can you use them? Oh, but no, you would have to go 3 times. So basically is E1 does not work unless you have Sparkle or another character that gives you more skill points. I say another character that gives you more skill points because I'm pretty sure Finon can regen skill points, but I highly doubt you're using Finon and Archer in the same team. That kind of defeats the purpose of having, like, they're both main DPSs, kind of defeats the purpose, you know? Someone's probably doing it. Someone's out there doing it, probably, but I wouldn't recommend it. So really, E1, you need to have Sparkle, point blank period, because that's the only way his E1 will proc at all. So already we're off to a great start here. I do say that sarcastically. E2 then is called the Unfulfilled Happiness. This is 3 copies of Archer. When using his ultimate, this reduces the enemy target's quantum resistance by 20% and applies quantum weakness to it, lasting for 2 turns. I feel like 1 and 2 should be flipped because 2 is like lesser in my brain than 1, right? Weird setup here, but I guess they're like, okay, we'll give you the best one at E1, but also his E1 is kind of redundant if you don't have Sparkle, because you need Sparkle or a character that adds more skill points in order for this to proc at all. Because in a 5 skill point team, it's only going to go twice. But yeah, his 2 is fine. Generally, if it's just like a damage reduction bit, because it's also not a big damage reduction, it's only 20% resistance reduction. The quantum weakness application is good, but also other characters do that. I'm like, you can just do that with Silverwolf. She'll do that for you. Because with Silverwolf's kit upgrade, I forget what it's, Nova Flare? Is it Nova Flare? I have no idea. I was calling it something else the other day. I'm pretty sure it's the Nova Flare system though. With that upgrade for Silverwolf, if you put Archer in your first slot and Silverwolf in your second, surprise, it's already going to add that quantum weakness to the, like, every opponent on field or something like that. So like Archer's E2 is basically just having Silverwolf on your team. So like there's that. E3 then is going to be 4 copies of Archer. This is a means to an end. What is a means to an end? You don't need this. It's just there, so you pull more for the one that's after it. So this is called the Untamed Will. This ups your skill level by 2 for a maximum of 15, and your basic attack level by 1 up to a maximum of level 10. So you don't need this. Point blank period, you don't need this. E4 then, or 5 copies of Archer, is called the Unsung Life. This increases the ultimate damage dealt by 150%. So I do think this is like decently fine. I don't know if I'd go out of my way for it, but like, because that's the thing. Basic like damage reduction and basic like increase sort of Eidolons. I'm like, is it worth it? Because if I'm going for an Eidolon, I want something more, quite frankly. At least with his E2, it does 2 things. His E4 just does the 1 ultimate damage, which yes, it is a big increase. It's 150%, but do we need it? Especially when he's not going to be viable in a couple weeks. So like, who knows? Anyways, that's 4. I feel like 4 is like fine. It's up there. It's probably a decent one. 5 then is called the Nameless Watch. This is going to be 6 copies of Archer. Another means to an end. So ultimate level goes up by 2, max 15. Talent level also goes up by 2, max 15. So yeah, we've been here before. 6 then is going to be 7 copies of the character. This is big bucks. Don't spend this unless you have the disposable income to do so. It's rough out there right now. Be safe. Spend in moderation, all that jazz. This is called the Endless Pilgrimage. When the turn starts, you recover 1 skill point for allies. The maximum number of stacks allowed for the damage boost effect provided by this unit's skill increases by 1, and the skill damage dealt ignores 20% of defense. If you don't know Sparkle, I feel like I would recommend this, but also because it's E6 and you have to spend at least like 500 bucks to get this probably, unless you've like saved up a ton. I don't recommend going to E6. I just recommend pulling an E0 Sparkle. that point, like, just gets the amount of pulls you would spend on getting E6 Archer. Just get an extra copy of Sparkle or something. It's cheaper. And Sparkle is forever. Sparkle keeps coming back into the meta. That's what I was saying with support characters. Support characters generally never go away. A certain amount of them, they're always there in the meta. Treeby has been like top tier support for months now. I still don't have Treeby. Quite frankly, the amount of pulls you would spend to get E6 Archer, just go get a copy of Treeby and Sparkle and you'll be fine. Quite frankly. Like, I feel like that's the better thing to do than get E6 Archer. Sparkle and Treeby are forever. They can be put in countless teams. This is coming from somebody who does not have Sparkle or Treeby, by the way. Like, if I was gonna pull for Archer Eidolons, I would just get copies of the other characters. Quite frankly, I plan on pulling Sparkle and Treeby if I finally get my Fine on. So yeah, I planned on pulling on their banners a little bit if I got Fine on early, but I am going to hard pity for Fine on. So, final verdict. I don't really think you need any of his Eidolons. Like, his E6 is good if you don't have Sparkle, but just get Sparkle, quite frankly. Like, because that's the thing. This is our first, like, this is our first collaboration, and I was gonna say this is our first cross IP collab. It's our first collab in Star Rail in general. And we don't know if these characters are gonna be viable in like a week. So like, I can't recommend it. We also don't even know when the banner's ending, first of all. So I just think it's too up in the air, quite frankly. Honestly, truly, I would just recommend, I would personally just recommend not getting Eidolons on Archer. I've heard good things about him, I think even at just like E0, so I'm not touching Pride One with a 10-foot pole though, so I'm not gonna go check. Yeah, don't recommend getting Eidolons for Archer. We're also not pulling in this video. So yeah, that's Archer. Where is he on here? He's gonna be very far back because I have a lot of characters built. There he is. Hi, Archer. Yeah, I'm not building you right now, I guess. I probably will build him off camera. Because like I said, I've heard good things about him. His kit is good, but I don't think you need his Eidolons. Just pull Sparkle. I forgot I stood next to Genuine. Yeah, just pull Sparkle, quite frankly. I'm pretty sure that's the kit though, because usually then we'd go to pull, but there's not really an option to do that. Or I guess there is an option, but we don't know how long the banner's gonna run. Because here it says available long term. If we go to the info here, and we'll go over this in the other video as well. I don't want to cover the text, hold on. All right, so we have the rules of the collaboration warp, right? This warp event features both character collaboration warp and light cone collaboration warp. The warp count for a guarantee in any character collaboration warp will accumulate within character collaboration warp. They keep saying that. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The warp count for a guarantee will accumulate, so that's why people are saying that there might be more character collaboration banners down the road because they accumulate. We'll just read the whole thing. Okay, before I get ahead of myself. The warp count for a guarantee in any light cone collaboration warp will also accumulate within light cone collaboration warp. So even though it's all here, the pity for the character and the light cone are separate. The character counts for the character collaboration warp and light cone collaboration warp are independent of and unaffected by each other. Yeah, so there we go. Moreover, the guarantee counts for the collaboration warps are calculated independently of all other types of warps. They do not carry over. So I was seeing people saying like, oh, they don't carry over to the other banners, but like, that means we're gonna have more character collabs. I'm reading this now, and quite frankly, I don't think we will. I don't think we're gonna have other character collaborations. Just, I'm reading this here. I don't think they're gonna, no. We might have other character collaborations, but that pity is not carrying over. If you don't get your collab character right now, the pity's gone. So you can't even like build pity on this banner. It does say the collaboration warp will be available long term with no end date in sight. So I don't know what's up with that. It's a bit strange, but there's that. I'm not pulling. I will do a singular fine on pull though, because I finally got enough to do that pull. Nope, it's mutual demise. This has been my life recently. 9 days I have to get him to come home. I'm about to crash out, really. Also, do the character collaboration work? There's no guaranteed 4 stars. Interesting. All right, well, that was the kit review for Archer. I gotta open up the thing now. We can end the video finally. Archer, where are you? There he is. Okay. All right, there's Archer. All the way zoomed in. How we do this here? Does he just have the baseball bat idol? Because that's the only one I've seen. I'm assuming that's our baseball bat. We gave him the baseball bat, right? Like that's our baseball bat. Anyways, that's it for this video. I will do the Saber one right after this, and then we'll see if we like doing it this way, but tune in for Saber tomorrow or something or other. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep doing them this way. Oh, there's this other ult. He just pops his collar. Not ult. I always call them ult. As other idol animation is just him popping his collar. I was expecting something more, quite frankly. Anyways, that's finally it. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. In the comments down below, without fighting, how's everyone feeling about Archer? I am at like a weird impasse. See, now he talks. Sometimes he talks, sometimes he doesn't. I'm like a weird impasse with the Archer specifically, because I'm like, I know his kid is good, but I honestly like, maybe it's good because you can just play him at C0, maybe E0. I was thinking about Genshin constellations earlier, but maybe he's good because you can just play him at E0. I don't know. But anyways, as always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!